Hope you're good. Just tell us about you. I'm going to check up on the rest of the speakers too before we dive into today's topic.
Thank you, Gabriel and GM everyone. Thank you for having me. I'm Gitai. I'm the Fed's founder, and markets are great. Bitcoin is all-time high, and even Ethereum is recovering. I will be very happy to answer questions about the Feds and have a conversation about bank runs and bank run mitigation and how can we improve stability in general in crypto and especially stablecoins, and tell you about FUSD, which is our stablecoin. And we'll have a great discussion. And I hope that everyone will enjoy it. And let's do it.
I'm so happy you're ready for today's question. It is going to come hard, maybe it's going to come easy. Starting the conversation, when I get to study Feds, when I get to study their vision, when I get to study the main aim to fix bank runs in crypto, I got sparkled. I was like, oh my God, what could this be? So yeah, out of everything in Web3, out of every damn thing in Web3, we have the PFI system, we have other we have other products in DeFi. We have meme projects, most common. What made you think you could actually solve one of the biggest crypto's pain points, which is bank runs? Was it a moment? Was it a story? Was it a crazy moment? Was it a crazy experience? What really inspired you to come up with this? And what made you feel, yeah, you're gonna win big? What make you feel like, yeah, you're coming to the space to actually do something huge?
So you're asking how a dude can get up in the morning and say, I will gonna fix big bank runs, right? So obviously it's not the bank runs that we're trying to fix, but DeFi. We're trying to fix DeFi because we think that DeFi is great, amazing, we love it, but it's stuck. It's stuck in 2021 in the last summer, and we cannot get ahead with DeFi. We have AMMs that are great, and despite of that, we only have what we have had then. We have staking, and we have DAI as a decentralized stablecoin, but we are not winning. USDC and USDT as stablecoins are winning, and if we want a decentralized stablecoin, we need to win. We need to be better. And this is what got me into bank runs, because when I study the mechanisms that we are using, all the mechanisms just very simple and not the ones in traditional finance. And when I study why, I came across bank runs, because bank runs is the theoretical framework that allow us to do things that we are doing in modern finance, like banking system. So in DeFi, we have contracts and we can lend and we can borrow and we can do stable coins like DAI, but we cannot have banking system. And in order to have a modern banking system in crypto, we need to know how to handle bank runs. So this is how I got into bank runs, and the fixing of bank runs or handling bank runs and mitigating bank runs is just the framework that we are working on. And in the Feds, we are issuing FUSD, and we can do it with under collateral, fractional reserve, because we are fixing and handling bank runs.
All right. I think that's a great why. You glance to the whole DeFi space, you glance to the whole crypto community. Yeah, DeFi is known for staking, borrowing, lending, the popular ones we know. But yeah, with the Fed's vision, you're coming in majorly after sporting this, coming in to fix these runs in crypto. And I got intrigued. Like you actually brought up a question again in mind for me to ask you this very moment. Yeah, I would love to ask. From my perspective, I think this product should actually be one that can be used both in the bear market and in the bull market. But yeah, I want to hear from your mouth, from the horse's mouth. Like, could you tell us how the long term demand loop looks like? Tell us how you want to keep users using it. Tell us why users should keep using it. Tell us what should make us come back. tell us that's why, and whether it could be used really the bear or bull markets. Could there be any disadvantage if you use in the bear market? Could there be more advantage if you use in the bear market, and stuff like that?
Yeah, great question, Gabriel. So when you are talking about demand or using the token FUSD stablecoins, so there are two kinds of users, two types of users. Also with DAI, there are two types of users. There are the issuers in decentralized stablecoin. There are the issuers and there are the users. When you use stablecoin, it doesn't actually really matter for you if it's USDT or USDC or DAI or FUSD or whatever, as long as you can trade it on Binance or trade it on your DeFi application. That's cool, right? It doesn't matter. It pegs as long as it's stable and it keep it pegs. It's $1. You can transfer it, you can use it, no worries. As issuer, you need to be more advanced and more sophisticated than that, and understand what are you issuing when you're doing with DAI or with Sky now. Okay, you need to know why you're taking $150 of ETH and you put it in the vault, and then you can get liquidated, and also you can earn money, and you can leverage, and you can do a lot of stuff as issuer. So in the Feds, it's the same. We have two kind of users. If you want to use FUSD as a user, as an end user, you just do it as any other stablecoin. But if you want to participate and to be the bank and to be the issuer, you can join us. You can have your license as the Feds. And with this NFT license, you can issue FUSD and gain much more and can earn much more and participate in this ecosystem and in this technology as an issuer. Okay?
All right. Oh, yeah. I totally understand, totally figured out these things yet. And, for the fact that you have, NFTs involved, NFTs like this Visa card you need to use, just like the normal bank ATM we use globally. You need to use you need to use to deposit money, or you need to use to withdraw money and stuff like that. I'll say it's literally cool. But yeah, I'm gonna give room to the rest of the speakers to ask question. I'm going to start from Omar. Yeah, welcome this star. I really appreciate your presence here. It really means a lot. And yeah, I'm expecting gem question from you. So yeah, Omar, you have the room. You can ask the Feds whatever you want to ask him. The mic is yours.
I will just say Omar is a beautiful name for a lady, right?
Yeah, it seems she's not there. Omar, are you there? Ouch, it seems she's not here. Okay, yeah, we'll go right straight away to Dave. Dave, you have the mic, brother.
Yeah, GM, everybody. Yeah, just me. I didn't really do much research about the fair, so I don't have any questions for them. I just hopped into the space because I saw a notification. But since Dexter is raising his hands up, I think we can have the mic now.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave, maybe I will ask you a quick question. Did you use any decentralized stablecoin in the past? Did you issue DAI or Sky or Liquidity? Do you know those protocols and did you play with them?
No, 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 not really, not really.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Okay. Dave, you know what? Maybe I should give you few minutes right now before maybe the start could round up. You could actually get one or two questions, to throw to the first team or I probably or anybody on speaker. So yeah, this start you have the mic, brother.
Dream, everybody. Can anybody hear me? Don't you?
Yeah, sure. We can hear you loud and clear.
It's good to be here. Fedz, it's good to be here. Vision, yeah. So I took my time to research the project, even though the website was giving me issue. Like the website on your page was giving me issue, but then I was still able to do my research properly. Yeah. So I want to ask this question first. How will your stable coin, like how will your stable coin be stable over? No, the Fed US is not
Ouch! It seems this start.
Yeah, brother, you sounds a little bit shady. Maybe you can write the question in the chat and I will answer it. I will be happy
Yeah.
to.
You
Am I breaking?
okay? You sound fine now. You sound fine now.
Oh, okay. My question is that how are you going to make your stable coin stable over time? Like, you have seen a lot of bad gamers in the game. People have come with their token, with their stable coins, and you see them over time getting run down, like UST and other stable coin like that. So how are you going to make your own stable coin? How is it going to be stable over time in the long run? It's not going to be it's not going to crash like other token that I've seen. Like what happened to this project actually. Mm, this stable coin, what happened to this stable coin in the last 2 years? I'm trying to remember the name of this stable coin. If I remember, I'll just that's my question for now. If I remember, I will come back to that token.
Yeah, that's a great question. Maybe I recap a little bit about what you're asking and make sure that this is what you are asking. So you say, Gitai, sounds great, but in the last 2 years, or even more, yeah, we heard it time and time before, and all stable coins, almost all of them crash, and all of them lost their pegs. And Terra Luna, we have it, and we saw what happened.
Yeah,
This is the
yeah,
question,
Luna.
right? And you're asking what make you so different? Why should we trust the Feds? Why should we trust FUSD? So first of all, we pick and we choose stablecoin because it's such an easy task to see when it fails, when it has a bank run. So bank run is something that is very old phenomena, and it's in traditional finance as well. And everyone know what the bank run, yeah, it's in the name. Yeah, what happened when people run on the banks and try to take their money. So it's very odd. But in stablecoins, you can see it very clearly. You can see when the stablecoin loses its peg, and this is a bank run. This is a bank run phenomena when people try to sell the Terra and the Luna, and the Terra lose its peg, or even USDC when there is a hack like today in Sui. If you heard, there was a drain in the pool and it lost its peg, and you can see the bank run, you can see the panic, you can see what happened, and you can see the peg breaks. So this is why the Feds choose FUSD as a stablecoin to show and demonstrate how we handle bank runs. So the first step is to understand that this is what we are dealing with, right? We are dealing with bank runs. And Terra Luna and other stablecoins, they talked about the collateral and off-chain, on-chain collateral and stability mechanism, but they didn't tackle the core issue. They didn't tackle bank run mitigation. And we take academic studies, real science, and we implement it, okay? And no one did it the way we did it and the way we are doing it. No one took Diamond Div Big from 1883, and Green Lean from 2003. Those are real research, academic research, and took the model and implement it on chain. And this is what we are doing. We're taking game theory models, and by doing so, we can scientifically show that we mitigate and we reduces the chance of a bank run. And in stablecoin, reduces the chance that this is what will happen when the FUSD will peg. And we have the way to handle it. And we have the issuers that are stepping up because they are incentivized to do so and can recover the bank run. Okay, so this is what makes us different. And this is also what allows us to do it in a more efficient way. Because in the Feds, you need to lock less than $1 of value in order to issue one FUSD. And this is what makes us different and also what will make us win versus the rest of the stablecoins ecosystem.
All right, thank you for the answer. I have two more questions before another. I don't know if another person has question. I have two more questions I want to ask you, right? So when I was doing my research, I saw the fact that can anybody hear me?
Yeah, brother, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear
Okay.
you.
I saw the fact that you have NFT for your project, NFT that unlock in private liquidity pool for people that give them the access to it. So I want to ask this actually. This NFT, is it going to affect your onboarding in the long run? Is it going to affect your growth and onboarding? Okay, if users don't have your NFT, will they be able to access the access on part of the pool or not? That was number one. Number one question. The second question is that there's a huge gap in security in this space. Like just today, we see a lot of funds being capped away from the SU ecosystems based on hacking. Over $200 million was scattered away from that security breach actually. So I want to ask this: what kind of protection do you want to put in place that will stop all these loan exploits and price manipulation over time? So that's my two questions for now.
That's a great question. And you also touched that you read about a little bit about the Feds and about our mechanism. So you touch the heart of the mechanism and the heart of the protocol and how we're doing what we said before, okay, how we mitigate bank runs. So the NFTs, they remark the people and the entities that has a long-term incentivized for the system. They want in the long term to keep the peg because they earning from that. Look, listen, let's imagine a traditional bank, he has a long-term incentivized to keep the bank going on, right? To keep the bank operating. And the same way, NFT holders are also incentivized to keep FUSD rolling. So what they are doing, they are locking liquidity in a private liquidity pool, and we're using Uniswap V4, if you know about it, the V4 pool by Uniswap, which is the latest technology. We lock the liquidity, the Fed's holders, the Fed's NFT holders lock liquidity in peg value. So if there is a depegging accident, a bank run, the Feds, they cannot manipulate it, and they are locking the liquidity, and everyone can see that they are committed to the peg. So even if in the open market, in Binance or in other pool, FUSD will be worth 50 cents and not $1, still in the liquidity pool, the private liquidity pool, which operate by the NFT holders, it will still be $1. So the real price is maybe $0.50, and we lost the peg and there is a bank run. But the Feds, as banks, as committed, long-term committed to the protocol, they lock in the peg value, FUSD with USDT or with other asset. And this is why they are not only not manipulating the market, they long-term committed to the peg value. Is that answering your question, my friend?
Yes, that's answering my question, but also bringing another question for me to ask actually. And the question is that, okay, apart from them pegging this, apart from them pegging the NFT, apart from them being able to like hold down the price and able to make things stable, are they going to be making decision for you, like be part of the decision making of the Fed's ecosystem, of the Fed's system, the NFT holders?
Yeah, that's a great question.
What's
So
that
we're still building. Yeah, sorry. Do you want to complete the question?
Yeah, what's other benefits attached to attached to them holding the NFTs? Is there no other benefits? Are they going to be having voting powers or different stuff? Having say in the policy making or different stuff? What's benefits attached to the NFTs apart from this? Yeah.
Yeah, so the NFT are the owners of the Feds and owners of FUSD. They are the long-term committed holders and beneficial of the system, okay? And if you want to join the Feds as a issuer, you need to be accepted. You need to hold the NFT and have it and own it and buy it and participate. So when you do, you are committed. If you make a manipulation to depict the FUSD value, you're hurting yourself because you buy in, right? You pay for the NFT and you earn from it. So you want to have the benefits with the rest of NFT holders and keeping the peg of FUSD safe. So even in a bank run, you will buy FUSD and you will help the pegging recover and having the value go back to $1. So this is the kind of incentive and reverse manipulation that we are doing. We are manipulating the ecosystem to support the value of FUSD.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Thank you very much, the Feds. That was an amazing conversation. That was an amazing question and answer series. And I would say I'm so proud. This is what I love about founders who really have a vision, founders who are ready to show up and answer any question from either the community or outside the community. Yeah, big ups to you, the Feds. Big shout out to you. I maximum respect I give you, brother. So yeah, we're gonna have Oma. I think Oma is back to the speaker role since she was having a little network issues. Oma, you have the room. You can throw your question to the Feds. We're all listening.
All right. So thank you for having me again. I think me and my network is kind of bad. Yeah, the first, yeah, I was talking about security. So I wanted to ask what security measures has been put in place, has been taken for the protocol? Like how transparent is the model?
Right. So first of all, everything is open source, and we have our contract on open source hub. You can see whatever we are building and test it and fork it if you like, Omar, and doing your own FUSD. So this is one step. Also, we are working to audit the contracts. It is still not audited. We still in the very beginning. So we just started actually building after a long time of research, and we already have about 20 participations as the Fed's holders, but you can also join us. It's still very early. And because it's early, we didn't have completed the audit yet, but we will have all the security measures coming on the way. And obviously, we will not use it with a lot of liquidity before everything will be completed.
Okay, I feel like this is cool. Yeah, I love transparency a lot. So I believe that there will be a lot of updates as time goes on, right? Like updating the security measures to make sure that there's no loopholes.
Sure. We are in contact with all the big security companies. If it's Fireblocks and CyberAid, and we have conversation with them, and we will make all the security measures to make it as safe as possible.
Okay, fine. I want to go to the utility or NFTs. So, like you said, there'll be like is the NFTs like a gatekeep before I can have to own an NFT, the first NFT, before I can be able to join the liquidity pool?
So if you want to use Omar with FUSD as a user, as you can do it just like you using USDC and USDT. You can pay for whatever you like, and you can transfer the money, and you can hold the dollars in your wallet. Yeah, this is a simply ERC20 token that you can use. But if you want to be an issuer of FUSD, what you can't in USDT and USDC, right? If you like USDC and USDT and you want also to issue FUSD, also issue USDT and USDC, you can't. You can join, but with FUSD you can join us and you can participate and you can be part of the issuers of FUSD. When you to do so, you need to hold, you need to participate, and you need to buy or to be accepted to the Feds. You need to know what we are doing, to understand what we are doing, in order to have the responsibility, just like a banking license. If you want to use to be an issuer and issue FUSD, you need to know about the finance that we are using. And when you do so and you join, the technicality is NFT that you're receiving to your wallet. And then we have what's called a sequential access to the liquidity pool. So everyone is having their own turn. So let's think about it as a game. Gabriel, Dave, you, Omar, myself, there is a line, and everyone access in its own turn to the liquidity pool, the private liquidity pool that I mentioned before. And because of that mechanism, this is mathematically in game theory what should also increase stability. Because when you, Omar, you want to access the private liquidity pool and issue FUSD, you are the only one who does that in the same time. This is your time spot, and this is like magic. In this 8 hours now, but it's changing, but now it's a 8 hour slot. You are the only one who allowed to swap or add liquidity in the private liquidity pool. And this is awesome because this allows you to make your own decisions without panic, okay? Without thinking about, okay, I have to sell or I have to remove the liquidity or I have to do so because if I won't do that, everyone else will do it before me. So this is a panic preventing mechanism that we didn't create. This is not our idea. We just implement the academic research and do it on chain. And this is why we have the NFT, and this is why you need to have it in order to issue the FUSD.
Oh, great. For real. This is amazing. I feel like I should be part of the project already because I'm just seeing every reason to want to make use of the platform. Okay, let's say going to come into the project, then as a user, do I feel like get to get passive incomes or like more like, let me say, liquidity or a reward for owning this NFT, or is it more like a governance access pass? Would it give us an access to be able to do some governance stuff in the future? Or I don't know if you get it.
Yeah, I get it. But Omar, do you know what seigniorage is? You know the term seigniorage?
Do I know what?
Seigniorage. Did you hear about seigniorage? Did you know this term, this word?
No, I didn't get that.
Yeah, seigniorage is when you issue money. So if I create 100 FUSD, okay, if I created it, then I have $100 of value that created. Okay, this is called seigniorage, the gain or the profit from issuing money. And this is what the Feds are receiving when they're participating. Because again, Circle and Tether, USDC and USDT, they are making billions of dollars. And the Feds are allowing you to participate and issue FUSD. So there is a cost you need to put collateral in order to do, but the participations and the NFT holders, they gain a lot of rewards, a lot of money. Now it's about 30% APR from participation. And that's the gains that, no pain, no gain, right? So if you want to participate and you want to be an issuer, you need to pay for the NFT, but yes, of course, you are gaining from participation, and it is a huge utility.
All right, definitely. We will definitely have to pay, of course. So that is my last question. Yeah, I know we have to move to the next person. Would there be integration into other ecosystem like Ethereum, Solana, Aptos, or the ecosystem? Any?
Great question. That's a great question. So now we are on Arbitrum, a layer 2 of Ethereum. But we will be on all the chains, hopefully also in Bitcoin in the future. And yes, we're starting from Arbitrum, and that's the first ecosystem and the first chain that we are using.
All right. Thank you so much for answering my questions. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Omar. Those were great questions. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you very much, Omar. Thank you very much, Defense. That was insightful, to be honest. Your big ups for the amazing questions, Omar, and the clarification from the question. The answer were so amazing. So yeah, I want to use this opportunity to thank you guys on the listener session. You guys for bringing out your time to come here. Most of us could have been on X replying. Most of us could have been on WhatsApp watching status or on TikTok doing some other things. But you took out your time, you came here, to hear the latest vision in crypto, how we're fixing bank runs, you came here to support the feds, you came here to support me as well. And yeah, so thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. It really means a lot. And so yeah, I would love to also give attention to the Fed's page. Make sure you follow the Feds, turn on post notifications, and expect more good things, expect bigger announcements, expect more innovation in the future. So yeah, diving straight to the topic again. Yeah, I would love to bring up a question asked by Faye in the comment section. She said she doesn't have a good network, so she's going to ask her question there. Do you have any plans to make FUSD usable on other platforms of blockchain so more people can use it outside the Fed system? So yeah, Faye, Oma have asked that question and it has been answered by the Feds. They're planning on doing it out on Arbitrum, and from Arbitrum it goes from there. So yeah, thank you for that amazing question. It's got answered already from the Feds, and you'll be going straight to Zekufai. Zek has his hands up and he has been here for a while. You have the mic, brother.
All right. GM, just me. GM, the star, Omar, Dave, the Feds, and everyone in the listener section. So, from my research, I noticed that the FUSD is not fully backed by the US dollar. And that's a nice one, considering that you want to make it decentralized. So, my question is how does the FUSD maintain its peg to the US dollar using this fractional reserve model and game theory? And what specific like mechanism have you put in place to prevent the depegging during market volatility, like during when the market goes up and down? I hope you got my question.
Yeah, I got your question, Rico. Great question. Okay, so let me recap about how we are doing so. Okay, so first of all, you are absolutely right. This is what we promised, and we're transparent about it. We don't have a $100 against 100 FUSD that we issue. We have less. We have less than $100 against the 100 FUSD that we are issue. So how this magic works? So if you have one FUSD and you want to trade it, you want to transfer it to buy $1 of ETH or to buy $1 of USDT. What you are doing, you are going to Uniswap and you swap it. Yeah, you put one FUSD and you can swap it to one USDT. And as long as you can do it, then you don't need to care about how much liquidity and how much is there against it, as long as you can do it. But you can be afraid that maybe you will be the last one. Omar and Gabriel and Dave, they will take FUSD, they will swap it to USDT, and then there will be no money. And then you cannot have your $1 of value of FUSD, and there will be a depeg, right? And you cannot transfer it. So what we need to do, and what we are doing, we have the Fed's ecosystem, the Fed's holders, that they are locking liquidity and they are committed to give you the $1 value of FUSD whenever then you would like it. So we don't need to have it on chain or to have it at all and to lock it. As long as you believe the mechanism, you know that when you will need to transfer and to swap it, you will be able to. And how can you know it? You know it because we have the game theory mechanism that prove it. And we prove by our turn-based mechanism, the sequential access mechanism, and by the incentivize of the Fed's holders to provide you the $1 value whenever you need it. So because we use FUSD all the time, or we use stablecoins all the time, we need just fractional of this reserve, fractional of this value available all the time. And when you will need it, we will be there as the Feds, and we will provide more liquidity if needed, because each of and every one of the Fed's holders are incentivized to do so. Okay, this is answering your question, Zuko.
Perfect, perfect. So I like the fact that as in there are people on standby to provide this liquidity, even if it's fractionally paid. Yeah. So I also noticed that there'll be NFTs. So as I'm currently falling in love with NFTs. So my question as regards to the NFTs is, what strategies are you implementing to drive adoption and the growth of FUSD as regards NFTs, particularly in attracting new users and also expanding like the liquidity within the Uniswap ecosystem? I don't know if you got
Yeah,
my
yeah,
question.
great question. So the job or the role of the NFT in our ecosystem is very unique. Okay, it's like a license. You buy, you participate, you have a license to print, okay, as NFT holder. So it's not a PFP NFT that we're trading and flipping to earn more money in the ecosystem of the Feds. This is almost like soul NFT, if you know the term. Then you can almost not supposed to trade them. It just shows that you are long-term incentivized to participate in the FUSD ecosystem. So when you have the Fed's NFT, you just have it, and you wouldn't want to sell it or to flip it in any time, because it's like a banking license. It's allow you to print FUSD.
Are you done?
Yeah, this was my answer. Do you have a following, or is that clear? You may be
Yeah.
asking how more NFT coming into play. So we seek for people that want to join, that understand crypto, that understand DeFi, that believe in decentralization like we do, and they want to participate and issue FUSD just like we do. And they want to learn about the mechanism and about game theory and about the finance in order to be able to join and to be able to participate. And they have the responsibility, the long-term responsibility, to be part of the FUSD issuers. And if you are doing so and you are welcome to join us, you will need to have the NFT as a license.
Understood, understood. So the part I actually like the very I'm sorry, that's it's very interesting to me is the idea of the NFT being soul bound. So I think it will actually drive adoption and scarcity. Yeah, and I think with that idea is something that is built for the long term. So
Thank you.
that's
Thank
my
you.
question so far. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Zikufai. That was an amazing question. Yeah, I know Zikufai should be an NFT lover, so I'm not surprised his questions are coming from the NFT angles. Zikufai, yeah, expect more big things from the Fed's NFT, expect more good things, and you just stay tuned, follow the X accounts on notifications, more announcements will be coming in here. So yeah, big shout out to Tiona. I have Tiona on the speaker role. Thank you, brother, for tuning in. And yeah, we're just gonna give him a few minutes to ask his question because I'm pretty sure he came here to ask the feds a very crucial question too. So yeah, Tiona, you have the mic, brother.
I think Gusta's wait,
You
sorry for interrupting. I think Gusta's hands have been up for a while now. I think he can ask his questions before Tiana goes on. Sorry for interrupting once again.
Yeah. This star I've asked a question before, so just want to make it this time for Tiona to ask
All right.
for this start first question.
sorry for stealing the mic, guys. I mean, I can't even bring in the vibe. I felt like we are I mean, come on, what's going on? I mean, where are the sirens? Where are the music? Where are the partying? Because these are the things I literally like to do. But regardless, I'm very sorry because I saw some hands up and this was a space. Like I said, I will steal the mic and I will apologize literally. But yeah, shout out to the house of people that are offers, Dista and Oma. I mean, literally, Oma is my friend, so she cannot really be angry. So don't worry. So guys, shout
Yeah,
out to you.
welcome, welcome.
Thank you. So I don't know. They said I had the dangerous question for you. I don't know if that's true, but this was the space I was looking forward to since all day. But yeah, regardless, I was just like gripping of how X is seriously glitching because I think X at this point needs deliverance. Pretty much that must have been the reason why there isn't so many turn up because right about now there is serious I think engagement glitch and of course notification glitch. So a lot of people don't even catch a lot of things going on online right about now. So you guys should pray for X because this is one of the platforms we literally do majority of the things. But yes, for Feds, shout out to you. Now, um, yeah, I could see that innovation with the FUST. So I was gonna ask, you're gonna have a token, or is it you're gonna have a token first or the NFT first? So I just wanted to know.
So we already have the FUSD on chain. The token is live. You can trade with it. You can use it. You can send FUSD to all of your friends. You just need to swap it against USDT to flip it with USDT, and you can have it one to one. It's the worth is $1. We remain the peg, and you can use it just now whenever you like it. And I will also in the comments to the space. I will share the link to the contract so you can use it on
All right.
Arbitrum.
All right. I mean, there were certain reasons why I ask because sometimes I mean sometimes there's a better feeling when it's the token first before the NFT or either the NFT first. I mean the feelings are different. That's why I literally wanted to ask. So, but yeah, that's the real question because we had up. But of course, without before dropping the mic, I want to give my shout out to my people. I can see Bossa people down there. I can see High Dreams. I can see Faye, Oma. Then Dista, sorry. Clarko, sorry. I'm really sorry. Sorry, I just had to badge you like that. I can see Derek, T, Priska, and to the rest of the faces that are not familiar, I'm sorry. Don't worry, we're gonna get familiar with the tier. Thank you guys very much.
All right, thank you very much, Tiona, for taking your time to come in. Thank you for the support, and yeah, thank you for the question as well. Thank you for the question as well. It means a lot, to get clarified. It's not easy. You might just wanna know if one of them is live or if one of them is still yet to be live. So yeah, and yeah, big shout out to you, Feds, for that simple clarification too. Thank you very much. Yeah, this star, you have the mic, brother. You shoot your question.
All right. Thank you so much. It's good to have you, Tiana. It's good to have you. Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, like I said, like I was going to your through the website Feds, and there's a question I want to ask. I saw something that was actually kind of new to me, and I want to gain more highlights, more understanding of it. And that's your gamification system. Feds is bringing gamification to the police system, to DeFi system. So I want to ask, how do you balance your gameplay with with your financial incentives? Do the gamified elements do they balance the economic stability or they enhance it, or they are just a separate one. Do you get my question? It's first
Yes,
there.
so if you saw the website, our website, thefeds.org, you can see two things. One, we have, the meme vibes of the Federal Reserve, right? We mimic the traditional finance system, and we like memes, and we come from crypto, and we like NFTs. So we have a little fun with all the meme and the visualized language of it all. So this is one thing that you see in the website, and the other thing that you can see is explanation about the liquidity and about how we balance FUSD with the private liquidity pool and public pool. And there are videos that show you and explain how you can trust the private liquidity pool and the technology of Uniswap version 4, and how this balance the price of FUSD against USDT or other assets in the future with a fractional reserve, with less than $1 of value against each of any FUSD that issues. So yes, thank you for looking this information out in the website, and thank you for the question.
All right, thank you very much, Dista. Yeah, for going to the website again. It shows that you truly care. You truly want to know more. You truly want to go deeper. To know more about the Feds. Thank you very much, brother. Big shout out to you. So yeah, Omar, we have you now. You're gonna ask a question, yeah, and I go to my co-host to shoot this question.
All right. I just have one more question last before I call it a day. So I was um okay, I was going through I found out that the fractional reserve model, So I wanted to ask, why did you choose fractional reserve model over full collateralization and over collateralization?
Yeah, that's a great question. Maybe the most important question until now in this space. Thank you so much for this question. So you're asking why the hell you are talking about fractional reserve? What's wrong with full reserve or over collateral like DAI? Okay, they put 150 ETH, 150% of collateral, let's say in ETH. What's wrong with that? Why do you need fractional reserve? Why do you talk about it? And this is a great question, because this is the reason the DeFi is stuck. And when I started the space, if you remember, I talked about it, that I didn't dream about bank runs. I dream about DeFi controlling the world, and we want to beat the centralized and the traditional system. And we cannot do that with full collateral or over collateral. We cannot do that because it's not efficient. If, Omar, you want to issue decentralized stablecoin without the Feds, you need to lock up more than $100 in order to issue 100 stablecoins. So why would you do that? So people still doing it with DAI and Sky and LUSD. They do it because they love decentralized stablecoins and they want to leverage. And there are cases that they do it, but if you can do it in under collateral manner, you can gain more. And you ask about utility, what you gain when participating, because the cost, if the cost is reduced and you can issue more FUSD with the collateral in under collateral manner, you can control the world, you can print more money. And this is what we are doing in the Feds. We print FUSD, more money with less collateral in under collateral manner, and stay stable. So we just need to make sure that we prevent the bank run. We prevent the depegging issue. But when we do so, if we do it in under collateral manner and fractional reserve, this is the winning part. This is how we can be bigger than USDT.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for making it clear. Because Terra and Luna used a fractional reserve system and those two collapsed. So I was just eager to know the sustainability approach towards FUST. So yeah, thank you for making that clear.
Yeah, Omar, you are on fire. This is the second great question. Okay, what about Terra Luna? Okay, they also use fractional reserve. So if you know the financial theory behind Terra and Luna, this is based on a theory that's called the quantity theory of money. And this theory, I don't want to dive into and make you all sleep about it, but this theory is wrong from issuing a stablecoin. We use a totally different economic theory that I believe, and I'm sure that is much more stable because they address the stability issue initially. This is what we are dealing with, bank run mitigation. So we use the theory, the academic theory, in the correct aspect, not like Terra Luna, but like the Feds and FUSD, and no one did it before. We are the first that doing it, and this is why we will be more stable than Terra and Luna.
All right. Thank you very much, Omar. Omar came here hot and prepared. I'm going to say a big thank you to you. Thank you for paying attention. Well, thank you. Thank you, and I can't thank you less. Thank you, Feds, for those wonderful breakdown. It's rare to see people who knows what they are building. It's rare to see founders who knows the why behind their project. Thank you. So yeah, back to my co-host. I think my co-host has one or two questions to also ask. We'll be rounding up the space maybe in a very short while, probably in 30 minutes time or more. So yeah, want to say big shout out to all of you again in the listener session. I see Faye, I see Mystic, I see Boy Crypt, I see Draw Josie, I see T, I see Dave, I see the Rumble. These guys have been here from the beginning of the space. Shout out to you guys that I did not call your name. So yeah, it's too much and can't do it. Yeah, thank you very much for bringing out your time. Thank you very much for coming here to to hear the latest innovation in crypto and for supporting the project, for supporting me as well, and supporting everyone. You also click the follow button on the profile, follow the Fed's NFT, and turn on post notification as more bigger things are coming. So yeah, Dave, you have the mic, brother.
All right. So with the little time I had to do my research on the Feds and with everybody asking about the incentives NFT holders will get from holding the Feds NFT, my question is just like users want to know, or just like users who love to know what they'll earn while in your platform, like my question is, what do we the users have to earn if we stake our USD to get FUD, well, that's FUSD, more like the APR and the APY.
Yes, so we still don't have a program or a staking program for staking and earning with FUSD. If you are a simple user that want to use it, you can use it, but you cannot. We don't have incentive for staking it because we now focus on the FUSD and on the Fed's NFT holders that they are doing it. They are issuing FUSD and they receiving all the APR and APY from doing so. In the future, we will invite the public or anyone to participate and have the staking program. But for now, it's a closed beta and it's only for NFT holders that also committed for the Fed's FUSD peg.
All right. So I think that will be my all of my questions for now. Well, if I do have more questions to ask, I will DM you and ask the rest of them.
Sure, feel free to reach out. We will happy to answer questions from you or from anyone else, you can contact us in DMs. You can post on our feed, and we will always answer. We like the community. We love you, and want you to learn, first of all, to learn about bank run mitigation, to learn about fractional reserve, to learn about DeFi finance next generation, and then to use and to play with it, and to see how stable it is.
Thank you very much, Dave, for that amazing question. Yeah, it was such a very good one to clarify on the annual percentage rates and the annual percentage, just to get more cleared on the vaults, on how the vaults rewards users. Yeah, that's very much important question. And yeah, I think I came across this thoughts too, but yeah, and I've gotten the answer, which I'm very, very happy for. Yeah, thank you, the Feds. Thank you once again. So we have Chimex, yeah, we have Chimex. Chimex has his hands up. You have the mic, brother.
Oh, yeah. Good evening, guys. How you all doing? Yeah, my question is actually just simple and yeah, straight to the point. For the team, I think I saw your quote about shield depegging. So, what is the, like, guarantee or the approval that FUSD cannot depeg? Because I've seen a lot of stables depeg, even USDT in general. Also, FUS is it FUSC? I don't know. But I've seen many stable coins depegged due to what? Due to security breach or security issue, and yeah, and due to authority announcement. So what is the guarantee that what FUSD will not be pegged for?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question, Chimex. Thank you for it. And let me tell you what is the approach, not only the mechanism that I described before to hold the peg. The approach is totally different because most of the stable coins, they say we are stable, we cannot depeg because we have full collateral, because we have the money in the bank, because whatever. Okay, because Terra and Luna, because we have the algorithmic behind it. But we're saying something different that no one is saying. We say that we are built for this case of depegging. Initially, we think that depegging is bank run, and we built for this case. So when there is a bank run and when there is a depegging case, we have a recovery mechanism. We have incentivized for the Fed's NFT holders to retain and bring back the peg to $1. So if there is a sell-off and the price drop below and drops below $1, the Fed's holders, they are the long-term incentivized in the ecosystem that incentivized to recover the peg. And no one has this mechanism before. No one said, okay, a depeg will happen, a bank run will happen. How do we recover? And we know that depegging is something that can happen and bank runs will happen, but we have the bank run mechanism and bank run mitigation mechanism to recover. So this is the conceptual difference between all the stablecoins that you saw, depegging and FUSD.
Right. Thank you very much. Chimex, I'm pretty sure that answers your question. I'm pretty sure that give you a guarantee to show you that yeah, the voice behind the project, the team will work so very hard to make sure everything is safe and nothing like the peg come into the story. You, sir, that's very good. We've had a very good time. We've had a very good session here. Have a very good question and answers. And I'll say I'm very super happy for all the questions. It's insightful, educating. To be very honest, I never expected this kind of unexpected amazing questions. I was thinking it's just gonna be a one-time discussions, but yeah, I've also learned one or two things from the Feds, the founder speaking. I've also learned one or two things from your question, which is what I love doing. Making these things simple. Making the tech look like yeah, we're gonna use it. It's not every time we're gonna panic to use a product or we'll keep having headaches using products. So yeah, thank you. I before we round out the space, maybe I would love to use this 20 minutes remaining. Happy Fool is meant to be here, but since he's having network problem as well, and but yeah, I'm still here. When it comes up, we're gonna give him a chance to ask a question because I'm also expecting a very insightful question from him as well too. So yeah, want to use this few minutes to ask you, this now is like a pure interrogative question, and you just be ready to break answer it smoothly. And okay, yeah, so if someone has just joined the crypto space few minutes ago, okay, let's say someone joined the crypto space today, got onboarded because of its Bitcoin Pizzazz Day, and asks you, why should I care about the feds? Like, why should I care? Why should I give a year to it? Why should I use the product? In a very short answer, like, what would be your clearest answer? When a very short statement, what would be your clearest answer? Why would you make me care about your product? Why would you tell me, hey bro, use the feds? This is what you're gonna get. This is what I want to love. I would love to hear it from you. And let's just use this 20 minutes to vibe on and tell you who the vice space. That we still have great founders like the feds.
Yeah, that's great. That's great question, the high level question. And I will try to answer in two parts because I have an idea, because also I really enjoyed the space and the questions. And I didn't expect also to have such a great, to the point and dive in questions about the mechanism and about bank run. So this was amazing. So I will start from the second answer that I have. And this is, if you are just new to crypto and Bitcoin and just joined, and you joined the space and you're hearing us, Gabriel, what do you say that we will take a screenshot of the participation we do another space in a week or two, wherever you like it, and we will print and give to 3 up to 5 users 10 FUSD, okay, and they will be able to play with it and to transfer it and see the value of $10 in FUSD, how it played out. So this is just the second question, the second answer that I have about why you should care. So you can have and earn money, and you can use FUSD $10 just because you learn and join and listen to bank run mitigation in crypto. So this is one part. But the other part is why we are care about Bitcoin and why do we care about stablecoins and about money. So I think that if you join and you want to learn about crypto and learn about Bitcoin, so you want to learn about the future of money. This is the future of money. Everyone knows that in the future we won't have traditional money anymore, we will have just crypto. And if you want to learn about it, you should care about the Feds, because the Feds is part of this future. The Feds is a mechanism that allow us to bring this future forward and to have more liquidity and more sophisticated participation in the future of money. And this is why you should care about it.
Yo. That was short and that was so precise. Yeah. I would say, all about Web3 and crypto entirely. It's one thing to acquire users, it's one thing to activate users, it's one thing to make your users stay back, it's one thing to make your users refer other people to your product. That's why all these things are essential. All these things are supposed to be cleared, supposed to be preached on a daily basis, either on your community on X, LinkedIn, Telegram, or even in a space like this. Because people are listening, people are giving you ears. If everything sounds so complex, if everything sounds like, yeah, I'm interrogating a robot that I've never known before, it chases them away, especially newbies. I keep telling people we have, if I'm to measure the rate at which if I'm to measure the rate at which crypto is in the whole world, if in the whole world, I think we are only 20% in crypto, there are still chances to onboard more and more people. These guys facing this kind of situation in crypto, bank runs, even in real life, these bank runs can make people get onboarded to Web3. These things can make people use Web3 and stay in Web3 for the long term. So I'm gonna say big shout out to you again, the Feds. I really appreciate you, really appreciate your time that you came out here to tell us what you're building, to tell us your vision. And yeah, it's one promise that if you keep showing up like this, if it keeps going like this, you're gonna get a lot of listening ears. People are gonna use the Feds. I personally am gonna use the Feds and love to do many other amazing things with you in the future. We love to walk around and play around the Feds and products, just like you said. So you'll be expecting more great things. You'll be expecting more big things around the product. And yeah, I want to say a very big shout out to you guys again on the listener row. You guys have made us so much happy. Please do out to follow the Feds account on X. Yeah, we don't have an official Telegram account now because we're still trying to play around and test the product and get a lot of feedbacks and fix a lot of things before we bring in community for full usage. So yeah, just stay tuned. This is the main reason why you should follow the Fed's official X account. Stay tuned. We also have a LinkedIn page. If you're a LinkedIn person, you click on the website, the LinkedIn is right there. You follow the LinkedIn, stay tuned. The founders are there, the team are there, busy traveling, touring the world, making various important connections that will really innovate crypto. So I'm going to say big shout out to you guys again for tuning in the space. Big shout out to you guys for staying here. Big shout out to you guys for supporting us. It really means a lot. You could have been elsewhere using your time to do something else, but you came here to hear what we're saying. You came here to be among this vision. Thank you very much. Yo, we have Omar hands up. Omar, maybe you could give a round out. You could just make what you want to say in a very short bit. So round up this space in a very short moment.
Okay. I just wanted to say that I love it when founders really come out to talk about their product and not giving their community managers or maybe their managers to talk about it by themselves. Because I feel like when founders talk about it, people resonate with it more. So yeah, shout out to you, the first. Yeah, I want to say keep doing what you're doing and keep shilling your products out there. Definitely, you have a very good narrative, and I'm sure that a lot of people, when they get to hear it, they are gonna buy into which you are building. Yeah, thank you. That's
Thank you.
all.
Thanks so much, Omar, and thank you so much, Gabriel, for asking the right questions and allow us to speak in the right level. And because we are building it, so a lot of the time we are in the in the low level of the code and trying to solve issues and trying to explain the mechanism and the mathematics and the game theory and so on. But when you are asking the right question about why should we care and why this bank run is part of should be part of what we are talking about. And yes, so thank you so much for asking it.
You, thank you very much, the Feds. Yeah. So I think we've come to the end of the space already, and yeah, I would love to say something. The Feds, if you have just one statement to say to the listeners, to motivators, to say something that yeah would keep our mind on crypto, make us believe that crypto is the future, make us believe that mass retention is coming aggressively to crypto. What would be that one statement? What would be that one thing to tell to people so you keep their mind down and keep their mind the year about to be bright and the future only gets brighter from here.
Yeah. So thank you for all of you that participate, and yeah, keep be curious about things and about these questions and about the technology, because there are a lot of noise and there is a lot of things to look at, and meme coins and protocols and DeFi forks and whatever. Okay, but we should keep learning and be curious, like you have been, Gabriel. And when you watch the Fed and you ask us question before you invited us to this amazing space, that because you are curious and you have the openness to learn about new technologies. And even if you don't like the Feds or the fractional reserve or game theory, keep learning and keep asking the right questions and keep your hand open, and then money will follow also. This is where we earn money as well.
So yeah, the key takeaway is keep learning, brother, keep learning, Dave, keep learning D Star, keep learning Omar, keep learning Dave, keep learning Pebs, Mystic, Wiz, Rashad, Faye, Crypt, Daryl Jersey, and every other amazing person on the listener session. Keep learning. Let's keep learning. Put in mind that crypto is every day. Web3 is this is not the end of Web3, and this will never be the end of Web3. The future is only bright from here. So thank you once again. I can't thank you enough, and you'll be coming up to the end of this piece.